Grandfather with his granddaughter Prarthana were having a stroll in a park. Grandfather mischievously asked Prarthana, "You are unusually quiet today, Kanna. Did someone steal your jokes?" Prarthana, giggling, her mischief breaking through, replied, "No, Tata, maybe the wind took them." Grandfather chuckled, "Oh, yes, the wind. Then I should be careful with my hat too." Both of them laughed, cherished the light-hearted moment. Then grandfather turned to her, his tone soft but curious, and asked, "Tell me, Prarthana, have you heard this word spirituality? What do you think it is?" Prarthana pauses, twirling her hair thoughtfully, replied, Maybe something divine, something godly." Grandfather leans in, intrigued, but maintaining a casual tone. But who is this God, this divine?" Without hesitation, Prarthana replied, "I don't know, Tata, but yeah, someone who created this whole world, huh?" Grandfather, presently surprised, said, Oh, that's quite an answer, and continued in his most casual tone, "But where is this God?" Prarthana again blurted, "They say he's everywhere and nowhere. Tata, is he within us too?" Grandfather, totally impressed, hugs the child with love and answers, "Yes, yes, Kanna. We say God is everywhere. We say He is within us too. But do we really know? The truth is, we don't." In this episode of Conscious Thinkers Lab, four seekers come together not to debate, but to uncover what is spirituality really.
One thing is clear, neither you, me, nor anyone we know has created this world. So there must be something, some energy, whatever you call it, that has created the universe. I am perfectly fine with calling it the God, divine, or whatever you like.
yeah, yeah, but here's the funny part. There's a whole industry behind this unknown guy called God, complete with branding, marketing, franchises, like Religion Private Limited.
Exactly. And honestly, this industry seems to have caused more havoc than harmony. Wars, divisions, endless arguments. Have you ever wondered why?
And I think no one's nailed it better than Sadhguru when he said, religion is just a set of beliefs, dogma people hold very tight.
Let's unpack that. What's actually a belief?
Well, simple. Well, a belief is something we don't know, but pretend like we do. You're unwilling to admit, I don't know, so you believe.
Yeah, and so every religion has its own set of beliefs, often conflicting with each other. And since we do not know about God, we end up believing everything about God. But for a moment, can we just admit, I don't know, and be straight with ourselves?
Wait. So, thinking about this, are you saying it's wrong to believe what I don't know? But my grandma told me these stories, like when I was a child. But sure, they knew it better, right? Like at my place, the temple deity is said to do so many wonders. I might not have experienced it, but I still believe them. What's wrong with that?
No, I agree. And honestly, we can't know everything instantly, right? Sometimes beliefs give us comfort or even benefit, right?
Oh, absolutely. My dear friend Sushmita, you don't need to hold on to any beliefs to try things out. Can we not listen to whatever people or perhaps your grandma has to say with an open mind? You can try and explore it for yourself if it actually works or not.
Exactly. Believing or disbelieving both shut the door. Exploring keeps it open. So try it, experience it, then see for yourself.
Wait, so my village is full of rituals? That means full of beliefs. I've grown up with these rituals. So, what do you mean? What are we saying here?
ACO, think about it. These beliefs aren't really yours. They are hand me downs from your priest, your father, your society. They're just assumptions, right? Blind conclusions you may not have checked out for yourself.
So no one's saying your village rituals do not hold any truth. Just that let us not embrace blindly or reject blindly. Just stay open, explore, and perceive directly. Once you're stuck with beliefs, it's a great impediment to be open and explore, isn't it?
I kind of begin to see a point here. Probably all religions started as a method to seek inward, but unfortunately, along the way, the seeking got replaced by believing. That's kind of a tragedy, right?
Yeah, please note, there could be a lot of truth in the beliefs, but not discovered by us. Even if a belief happens to be true, if we don't experience it, it's of no real use to us.
So, what you're saying is you see something as a belief, but at the same time, you're also conscious that you do not know much about it. This allows you to kind of explore instead of believing blindly. Am I right?
So, no wonder religions clash with each other. It's blind belief versus another blind belief. That's why there's so much conflict. That's horrendous.
Right? So let's circle back. If that's religion, then what is spirituality?
From all this conversation, I think we can keep it very simple. Spirituality begins when you say, I do not know, but I want to know.
Yes, like JK said, a spiritual life is one that belongs to no religion.
Ah, but hey, why should I believe JK either?
Absolutely. Fair enough. And that's the whole point. Don't believe JK, don't believe me, explore it for yourself. A spiritual life is one you stop living on borrowed religious beliefs and start seeking directly.
It's that curiosity, that longing to explore the big questions. Who am I? Or where did I come from?
And it's just not philosophy. There's a creator at work within me, beating my heart, keeping my breath on, keeping me alive. But who is that?
I think one thing is crystal clear. I don't know a thing about you or me or this whole goddamn existence. And I think that's why I really want to seek.
And that seeking is spirituality.
Hold it. Then what do you think scientists are doing? Aren't they also seeking?
Yeah, well, scientists explore the physical dimensions of the world. Spirituality is also a process of seeking, which explores the dimensions beyond the physical. When it comes to the individual, it's an exploration beyond body and mind.
Bang on. I think that's where the journey begins. Isn't this exploration worth taking? The real questions are just opening up. In the next episode, we'll ask, what are we truly longing for? How are we actually living? And what is consciousness itself? Stay tuned. The journey has only begun.